Hello YouTube. I was just watching Unmasked Emotions, which is Riley. Um, Riley's video. He did this game, 5 random facts, and I thought I'd play along because it sounded interesting. It's like, okay, cool. So I have 5 random facts. I had to make notes because otherwise I would have been all over the place. Uh, First random fact. I play Magic the Gathering, and it's kind of like a twofer effect. See, I used to be totally obsessed with Mind's Eye Theater. This is the storytelling book, and this is the live action rules book. I used to be totally obsessed with this, but these books are thick and they're heavy. That's a lot of shit to be carrying around. So I abdicated my love for magic, for um, for the Camarilla. That's Camarilla White Wolf Publishing. They have, it got too confusing because they keep changing the rules and the systems and everything. So I said fuck that shit, and I now have a love of magic. These are Lorwyn cards. This is the rules. This is all I have to carry around, and all my cards are in here. I have 2 of these. My 12-sided dice and everything are in here. So I am a magic nerd. Love it. And see, before that, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. It all started with Dungeons and Dragons when I was like 5. Okay, second random fact. I'm an anime freak, and I've met a lot of cool people through my obsession with anime. Um, I met both of my ex-girlfriends through anime night. Mutual friends of anime. I met V over the internet. She was in an RPG, like a Yahoo RPG that I was in. It was a Sailor Moon one. So, my ever unimpressive anime collection. I have all 3 seasons of Speed Racer. As far as I know, that's all there is. Also, a other random fact, not about me, but Speed Racer was the very first anime to ever hit American television. And then my all-time favorite, Sailor Moon. Anyway, um, third random fact. I was in the Boy Scouts. See, my stepsister and stepbrother, and me and my actual brother, um, our brothers were in, the Boy Scouts, and our stepfather and my mother were the den, like he was the den leader, and she was the den mother. And when they were all over there having meetings, they couldn't just leave us, and they couldn't just leave us to ourselves. So we had to be down there with them. So we basically were unofficial Boy Scouts because we went to all the meetings and we did all the activities, and we even went to camp with them for the week because they what were they gonna do with us? So yeah, I was an unofficial Boy Scout. I learned knots and like the whole nine. Um, the only thing I didn't get to do was the derby with the soapbox derby thingy with the you make the little car out of like sticks or something. I don't know. Anyway, fourth random fact: the only magazine I've ever had a subscription to in my life is this one right here, Tattoo Magazine. And this is the coolest tattoo I've ever seen in my life. This chick, it starts at her foot and it winds like all the way up her entire freaking body. That is the coolest thing I have ever seen in my life. Okay, and fifth random fact: I'm writing a novel. It's called The Chronicles of Ivy Firestarter, and it's in this whole imaginary land that I made up, and I drew maps and stuff of it when I was a kid. It's like this entire little world that I drew on paper, and this novel that I'm writing takes place in this world that I created. See, it's well, and this is a little known fact. Nobody knows. Like, I have never told anybody that I'm writing this novel. Everybody knows that I write fan fiction. I have this epic 12 chapters and counting story, Haruka Mishuru, thick on FFN, and I'll put a link on the side if anyone's interested in reading it. It's interesting, and I have like 3 other stories up there. But you know, fan fiction is one thing. It's kind of like cheaters writing because you don't have. It's like writing and expressing creativity without actually having to come up with your own plot and characters. You can just like build up. You base off of other people's hard work. So I'm actually attempting my own novel. I don't know. So those are my 5 random slash little known facts.